Are y'all liking this game? I think it's alright. It's raining like hell here. Grab me a candy. Yeah, it's thundering and lightning and everything, so we get cut off, we'll be back on. Just have to... Now it went back to the other one. From, yeah. What the hell?
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you. I greet you, chosen of fate. Hermaeus Mora calls upon you to defend this world and all of reality. A secret contained for ages is now free. Where the once forgotten prince walks, disturbance and disorder follow. And that is how we will find her. A secretive and violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharian reigns over a newly grown forest, a sure sign the threads of fate have frayed. The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been set free. Her presence threatens both our world and the realms beyond. Help me meet this threat, and you will be rewarded. Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echonir. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done. They are all within West Weald, not far from the city of Skingrad. Which location are you curious about? Ellenglin is a substantial Ayleid ruin that lies north of Skingrad. A lonely and peaceful spot, or so I have been told. Yet the threads of fate simply vanish in the vicinity. A phenomenon I have never observed before. We must determine why. I am not sure. That is why I asked you to investigate. Ostermere is a Colovian town in the Strid Vale, not far from the southern edge of the New Forest. I have heard stories about powerful groundquakes and enraged forest creatures in the area. The Valenwood Forest mysteriously expanded across the River Strid and replaced the previous Colovian terrain. The wood elves who settled the area call it Dawnwood. King Nantharian rules a new Bosmer realm beneath its thick canopy. Rustwall Estate is an old Colovian manor to the southeast, on the outskirts of Skingrad. Why Rustwall is important, I cannot say. Yet the threats of fate have been disturbed there, and we need to determine the cause. Recently, the vineyards of the southwest portion of the Weald were overgrown with a thick forest. Now wood elves led by King Nantharian have settled the city of Vashabar. So far, these settlers have been peaceful, but Skingrad is concerned. Very good. I do not know what awaits you at Rustwall, but look for our ally Baragon at Ostermere. He mentioned he had business of his own there. As for Ellenglyn, I will meet you there. I am quite curious to see those ruins. It is an appellation I did not choose for myself. In my youth, I became dissatisfied with the traditional education of an arcanist. I desired knowledge my instructors could not or would not provide me. So I struck a bargain with the one who knows. I thought you would be familiar with that sobriquet. Apologies. I refer to Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge. I serve as his agent in the mortal world from time to time, in exchange for secrets I can learn nowhere else. Among other things, Mora taught me to perceive the threats of fate. It is a talent few mortals ever master. As for the rest, let us say I have seen things most mages and arcanists can barely imagine. That is why I am sometimes called the Wise. Mora imprisoned her and made everyone forget. She posed a danger to all reality. Her scion, Torvasad, restored the memory of her to the world, and she escaped from her prison. Now the Prince of Paths is loose and somewhere in West Weald. That is not an easy question to answer. Ethelia is a Daedric prince. No mortal can match her power without assistance, nor can Hermaeus Mora move against her while she walks our world. He is bound by the Cold Harbor Compact, while Ethelia is not. An ancient agreement that prevents many of the most powerful Daedric princes from directly manifesting on Nern. Ethelia was imprisoned long before the deal was struck, so she and the Daedra that serve her are not party to its restrictions. Find her, observe her, discover her plans. Use the Echoneer to reveal her memories. Mora chose you and requested I assist you. He believes you can help preserve reality from Ethelia's threat, so we must trust that he shall guide us along the way. We know that Daedric relics such as the Echoneer were used to help defeat Ethelia in ancient times. Perhaps such items shall play a part again. For now, knowledge must be our weapon of choice, and our task is to arm ourselves as best we can.
Need help traveling around? No worries. Rakamati was lost many times too. He learned how to travel where he wanted, and one day you will too. Now, where did you want to go?
Traveler, do you think the new forest will cover all of Westfield? That it will never stop growing? Yes, of course. Better not to speculate or worry needlessly. Thank you for helping me see that.
Studying is such a bore.
Is there supposed to be a forest southwest of the city?
Visiting the cathedral always makes me wonder if the 8 divines are friends. Do they get together, share a meal or a drink? I like to believe they do. After all, eternity is a long time to spend with people you're not fond of.
Let's toast a hard day's work. There's work for everyone, and more importantly, why?
Another wounded soldier to feed. Shoulder.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that way.
A fascinating application of the technique. Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge, and the acquisition of new tomes. Vanus Galerian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to... We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to... We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild.
You stopped. Thank you, Adept. I've been asked to find one of our more adventurous members, someone that could lend a situation fresh eyes. You look like just the person to help with our predicament. The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. Plenty to catch a mage's interest, but that's just the trouble. It could be highly dangerous. For now, power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight from the Order of the Lamp, is on the scene. She needs someone to help her explore this anomaly and assess the danger. What do you say? Excellent! The anomaly is in an old complex called Sunamir, beneath the Sunhold Mages Guild. Good luck. Hopefully the rest of us won't be far behind you. Take my word for it, she's one of our best. Professional, highly focused, a tad overworked, maybe. Some say knights in the Order of the Lamp are just failed mages. Those people haven't met Nalia. Other knights throw around honorifics like Sir and Dame. It's like that, a way for members to distinguish themselves. It speaks to their vows to the Order and to their role as a light to defend the Guild. They fill many roles, often acting as bodyguards for powerful members or guardians of ancient magics. There aren't many knights in the Order, especially compared to the number of mages in the Guild. The standard for knights inducted into the Order soar higher than Kapora Tower. We don't just take anyone who can swing a blade, especially these days. Precious little, I'm afraid. They broke through an old wall to get at it. Votary Nalia can fill you in on the details, but I heard one of the other knights mention its old, deep magic. Makes sense, given the age of Sunamir. No, Sunamir predates the founding of the Mages Guild by, 1,000 years or so. It's an ancient library, I think. Lots of dusty tomes and some esoteric stories from all across Tamriel. They fill many roles, often acting as bodyguards for powerful members or guardians of ancient magics. There aren't many knights. Well, rumor is that Archmagister Vanus formed the order to lend legitimacy to the Mages Guild back when it was founded. That's not really a problem anymore. The knights are brave, skilled, and true. But the order doesn't have much clout these days. Don't let Nalia hear you say that, but yes. Votaries of the Order of the Lamp are a rare sight in Tamriel these days, and likely to get rarer as the years roll on. Take my word for it, she's one of our best. Professional, highly focused, a tad overworked, maybe. Some say knights in the Order of the Lamp are just failed mages. Those people haven't met Nalia. Nalia and the others are inside. Stay safe in there.
Ah, good. You must be our backup. A nod came through.
Magnus, watch over you. Alia? We'll keep watch out here.
Right. Lead the way, traveler. The door just down the hall here.
Any chance I could get you to cast a few investigation spells while you're in there? Maybe learn something about this place. Never mind. Nalia's giving me a look. Just do what she says and watch her back. Got it?
You're the one Nalia's been waiting for. You're not what I expected, but perhaps that's just what she needs.
Thank you for coming. The guild will make this worth your time, rest assured. Head through the door over there. I'll be right behind you. Mind your step. This place is a bit of a mess thanks to that portal.
hold on though, because there's the third day, 7th day, 10th day, 16th day, and then the 22nd. Why? What? All that other shit is missing, or is it in them other books? That's weird.
Now that we have a moment, allow me to introduce myself. Nalia, Votary Knight in the Order of the Lamp. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Adept. Enard briefed you on our situation? That's exactly right. I'm quite proficient with portals, you see. This was my first time patrolling here in Sunamir, filling in for a friend. I sensed a portal through the wall back there, and when we broke through... well... I mean, I tried. There used to be a lot more wall back there. The portal didn't like me trying to go through one bit. Raw magical energy came bursting out. I'm just lucky I wasn't scraped up too bad. This portal is old magic, keyed to require 2 people to enter at the same time. I think. That's where you come in. I'll see if I can stabilize it, then we go through together. Do you have any questions before we head in? Fair enough. I'll answer what I can. What would you like to know? Sunamir? We're in Somerset, deep under the Mages Guild in Sunhold. There's a few ways inside, so the guild has us patrol every so often, just to make sure no cultists or tome thieves got in. It's not, really. The place was donated to the guild sometime around its founding. The oldest books found here were from the early middle of the First Era. Shame they weren't kept in better condition. A lot of these books have been lost to time. Each knight takes a solemn vow to protect the Mages Guild, its members, and its goals. When we're available, we also go in first to deal with situations like this, trying to assess the unknown before letting the adepts get their hands dirty. There aren't many votaries in the Order right now, part of why I joined up. I tried the adept's life before that. Being a lamp knight suits me better, even if I still get called on for my portal magic just as much as before. If we were still on patrol, I'd be perfectly comfortable with Laren and Julian at my side, but we have no idea what's beyond that portal. One of the nice parts of being in a guild is you can call in backup. That's you. I'm good with portal magic. Really good. But I'm self-taught. I can't really put it into words like one of the adepts might. I've made and examined a lot of portals. This one is odd. Unique. A door with 2 keyholes waiting since the First Era. It's the strangest thing. I'm certain it's somewhere in a Daedric realm, but it's shrouded somehow. Protected. And it wasn't always there. It's like a bubble of our world suspended by a thread in that realm. The thread being this portal. Here we go. It's happening again! Brace yourself! That blast reawakened some latent magic in here. Look around while I get this thing under control. Watch out!
And all books that would location meditate on. I just need a little more.
An illusion? It seems distorted. There's lots of old notes down here. Ah! This thing's as stable as I can make it. Let's head in before another surge of magic. Good to know I was right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic. I have no idea where we are. Stay close, Traveler. This architecture is elven. We must still be near Somerset. All these defenses were meant to protect what? Feel that surge of magic? We're getting close.
Alright, you all, hold on a minute. Alright, we're back.
Whatever's causing this, I think it's in the next room. Come on! Voice of Magnus. Where are we? What is this place? place is incredible. We'll have to explore when we're not in mortal danger. All this unstable magic seems to be flowing from those doors to the altar. Ah, see? You took the words right out of my mouth. Close the doors if you can. I'll see what I can do to stabilize the focusing crystal on the altar. I'll handle things here. Shut those doors.
Oh no, is someone there?
It's been too long since someone basked in my presence.
Do you have the strength to seek me out?
Humans ascend the star-parked night. Wanna land, wanna
Adventurer,
light.
I need you up here, now!
That wasn't the best idea I've ever had.
Meddlers! Thieves! What have you done to my altar?
We were just trying to calm things down.
This is a fine way to wake after centuries of restless slumber. Did she send you? You're not at all what I was promised. It wasn't enough to break in. You had to smash the altar, too. You may call me the Crow. This is the Scalarium, and... I see now. She didn't send you. If she had, your knight wouldn't have smashed the altar's focusing crystal. I suppose, if you meant true harm, you could have done much worse. We'll need a new crystal to act as a focus for the altar. Procure one, and... pin feathers. I suppose it's the only way. We'll have to try. This altar focuses power to shape the very heart of magic itself. If we're going to get things under control, I'll need to talk you through the rite of scribing. But first things first, there should be an old focus or two in the East Wing. Hurry! The East Wing should still have a replacement crystal boxed up somewhere. Don't let the Scalarium's defenses stand in your way. Hurry now! We'll have all the time in the world to talk after the magic here is quelled. If the altar isn't stabilized, our conversation options will be very limited, because we will be dead.
I'll hang back. That blast took a lot out of me.
Yeah, hold on. This is the first time we've died, so...
D. Mallory 710 says, trifling glyph of health.
Good. Bring the crystal to the altar. Place it in the empty locus. If we are to quell this magic, we must... This is the scribing altar. Make this grimoire your own.
Talking crow. This just gets weirder and weirder. I suppose you'd better do what she says.
Place your hands on the altar. Feel the magic. Let it stain your fingers. Magic of the Scalarium is calmed. Well done. Let's talk about what comes next.
Hang on. What just happened?
D. Mallory 710 says, magical soul.
It's done. The altar is quiet, and for the first time in centuries, scribing has returned to Tamriel. It's clear Ulfsil did not send you, but I believe she would be quite proud of you just the same. Archmage Ulfsild the Evergreen? Warrior Witch of Kyne's Aegis? Clever woman of the Druidoc? The Pale's priestess of Juno? She created the Scholarium and perfected the art of scribing. Like a ray of sunlight from Magnus himself. Yes, scribing is an art developed by Archmage Ulfsild in collaboration with powerful beings. Spirits, if you like. They are called the Luminaries of Magic, and you, adventurer, are going to seek them out. To inherit Ulfsild's legacy, to make your mark on spellcraft itself. The Luminaries wait beyond these beautiful sealed doors. If you're willing, I will guide you on the path of scribing. I will take you under my wing. There is a world of magic beyond your mortal ken, adventurer. With the Luminaries at your side, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. Speak to your knight. Consider my offer. There is much to be done, but it will be good to flex my feathers again.
I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler, and I've never heard of anything like this. A lost art of shaping magic, an ancient library, and these luminaries. This is incredible. Hopefully you'll learn exactly what a luminary is while you're at it. I'm lucky you were here, Traveler. My magic is so specialized. With that altar, who knows what else you'll learn to do? What sort of spells and skills you'll create? Well, I need to report in. Tell the head of my order what's happened and get guidance from the Archmagister. If you're asking my advice, why not stay here? Talk more with the Crow and see if you can start to walk this path she mentioned. A patrol to last a lifetime. I brought you in to help with an unstable portal, and look at everything we've done. Explored an ancient library, met a talking crow, and apparently revived an ancient form of magic. Can't wait to see what happens next. I have no idea how I'm going to explain this to the head of my order. This will be a long and entertaining conversation. In the meantime, you have a feathered scholar to speak with. You passed some of my trusted associates when we entered Sunamir. I want them tasked to investigate and catalog what we find. In the meantime, you're our resident expert on scribing. You need to learn everything you can. You couldn't be more right. What are the luminaries? How do they relate to this lost art of scribing? We have more questions than answers. Luckily, we also have you. Give the Crow my regards, Traveler. I'm a touch nervous to bring this to the Votary Commander and Archmage Galerion. This is going to come as quite a surprise. And those two hate surprises. I'll be fine. Probably. Of course. We really jumped into the boggy end of the swamp together, didn't we? Answering a few questions is the least I can do for the world's foremost expert on scribing. Oh, me? Not much to tell, really. I grew up in a guild family. My mother was an adept, and my father was a researcher back in Eldenroot. I started off sort of following in the family business, but most magic just kind of eludes me. Yeah, swords always made more sense to me than spells. Portals and I get along great, something about how they come together, like a good riddle. But most magic and I just don't get along, much to my father's chagrin. My plan is to bring in Ernard, who opened the portal for you, as well as Laren and Julian. You passed them back in Sunamir. Ah, and Chronicler Ferandil. He'll be invaluable here and can keep the other three in line. Votary Laren and I have gotten each other out of more scrapes than I can count. Julian is sour as a plum, but she's one of the smartest people I know. And Ernard doesn't look like much, but he cuts through guild politics like a spell-forged blade. Ferandil is... well, he's not much fun at parties. But put him in front of a stack of moldy old tomes and he'll have them organized, cataloged, and analyzed faster than you can say Eye of Magnus 3 times fast. Each knight takes a solemn vow to protect the Mages Guild, its members, and its goals.